Teresa. I don't have any feelings for Chad. Oh, and P.S. Ethan does not love you. He loves Gwen, and he's going to marry her.
Not after the way Ethan kissed me.
You are living in a fantasy world, Teresa.
And you're living in denial if you won't admit that you're interested in Chad.
For the last time, I'm not, okay?
Okay. Let's ask Mother Nature, shall we? Whitney loves Chad. She loves him not. Whitney loves Chad. She loves him not. Whitney loves Chad. She loves him not. Whitney loves Chad. Lying there, he's right where he belongs.
Now I get it.
What's that?
Why you so upset? What's making you cry? I finally figured it out.
You figured it out?
And you got every right to cry after what you've been through. The loss you suffered.
Ethan, did Julian come in here?
No. I was just on the phone with Gwen. What's up?
I'm worried. I was talking to Julian about confronting Luis about what I heard him say at the wharf that night.
What, that him caring for you was just an act? And that he was using you from the start?
Yes, and Julian was hell-bent against it. He said that he would handle things, and then he just flew out of the library.
Wait, you're afraid that Father will retaliate against Luis?
Julian and Alistair were beside themselves that Luis forced me back to Harmony.
Well, they weren't alone. You're the one who charged him with kidnapping.
Well, yes. I mean, I was angry at him. I still am. It's just that...
Just what?
It's just that no matter what Luis did or didn't do, he saved my life. I don't want Julian making things worse for Luis. I wish I knew where Julian went and what he was planning to do.
Crane, what the hell are you doing here? Easy, Luis. This assault charge is the last thing you need right now.
Oh, well said, Chief Bennett. I assume you came by to update Luis on our earlier chat about his not-so-bright future.
That's none of your damn business. Is that why you're here, Julian? To rub Luis's nose in it?
Well, ask me in and I'll tell you. I'm not used to discussing personal matters on one's front stoop.
There's no way you're coming in my house, Julian. So why don't you get the hell off my property?
Well, given the way your life is going now, I dare say it'll be your property much longer, that is. Unless your fortunes were to suddenly improve.
You know damn well that's not going to happen. Wait. Let's hear what Julian has to say.
Oh, give me a break, Sam. He's just here to gloat over my suspension.
Well, I admit it pleases me to no end to see your sterling reputation as a police officer tarnished for kidnapping my sister.
What did I tell you?
Giddy as it makes me, I'm too pragmatic to merely waste time gloating over your misfortune.
What do you mean, Julian? What are you going to do?
Whitney loves Chad. Told you.
Oh my gosh, this is so lame. Okay, if you did the exact same thing with another flower, the answer would be the opposite.
Nope. Fate would never let that happen.
Say fate again and I will scream, okay?
I know you don't believe in fate, but you should.
Yeah, so I can keep making a fool of myself the way you do over Ethan. Please.
Whit. Facts are facts. I mean, Chad said he was going to leave Harmony, and then out of the blue, he meets Crystal, a singer at the Harmony Jazz Club who could know all about his past.
Okay, now you're jumping to conclusions. Crystal might know something about Chad's past, or she might not.
What if Chad turns out to be the son of one of your mom's friends? Or of someone who works at the hospital? Or with your dad at Harmony High? I mean, your parents could already know Chad's parents and not even know it.
You know, I don't know what's scarier, the fact that your imagination runs wild, or that there's a 1 in a million chance that you might be right.
But it's not about me being right.
Yeah, I know, fate.
In fact, Chad may have already learned who his parents are. He might even be talking to them right now.
How did you know about my loss, Chad? Did someone tell you?
Oh, nobody had to say nothing. I saw it in your face when you started crying. That song made you think of someone that you lost a long time ago, right? It left a hole in your heart that ain't healed yet.
You're right, Chad. It was a song.
You know, I didn't think you were into music much, but seeing how that song got to you proved me wrong. I think you like music more than you let on, Dr. Russell.
I think you're reading more into these things than you should.
Look, if you're ashamed for crying, don't be. Okay? The song does me the same way. It makes me sad to think about what I lost in my past. But it also makes me want to keep digging. Find out who my folks are.
I'm pregnant, Crystal. I don't know what to say. So, what are you hoping for, sweetheart? A little girl who seems like an angel just like her mama? I want a boy. I'm hoping for a boy.
You're not serious about wanting me to leave town, are you?
Yes, I'm serious. I want you to go immediately.
But I have to talk to you. You are never going to believe what just happened.
There is no time for talk. You have to get out of town and fast. We have all suffered losses in our life, Chad. But you should know that looking to the past for answers may not give you the answers that you're hoping for.
I hate to say it, but Father likes nothing more than to kick someone when they're down. Add to the fact that he hates Luis, there's no telling what he's going to do to him.
You know, it's bad enough that Luis was suspended without pay. But now that my brother's hell-bent on making his life more miserable, it's all going to be my fault.
You're worried about Luis?
No, I'm worried about Pilar. I would hate to see her family suffer because of what Luis did to me.
Oh, you mean after he saved your life?
You know, it did not give Luis a right to chloroform me and drag me on a plane against my will. That's kidnapping in anyone's book.
Technically, yes. But if I were Luis's lawyer, I would argue that it was extenuating circumstances. You know, the killers were at large. Therefore, you were in danger. Luis acted to save your life. Again. I mean, a jury would see that as heroic, not criminal.
I had my own police bodyguard. I could have hired my own security, but Luis pulled his macho act before I even had a chance.
Hey, so you got angry with him?
Hell yes!
Yeah, so you charged him with kidnapping.
No, Luis has never bent the rules for anyone else, so I just wanted to give him a taste of his own medicine.
Well, you certainly got your wish.
No, Ethan. I wanted to teach Luis a lesson, not land him in prison. I even tried to withdraw the complaint, but it was too late. Kidnapping charges were already in the system, and they couldn't be erased. The situation is out of my hands. Now with Julian involved, it's bound to get even worse.
I'm not interested in anything you have to say, Julian. So until your bank forecloses on my house because I can't pay the mortgage, I want you off of my property.
Do you think I enjoy coming to this side of the tracks where the houses reek of vinyl siding and plastic lawn elves? No, Louise. I wouldn't be here if not for good reason.
What's changed since we spoke, Julian? I asked you to talk to Sheridan about dropping the charges against Luis, and you refused. You said you wanted to see Luis put away for 40 years.
Oh, that. I'm often given to hyperbole, call it a character flaw, if you will. The fact is, I've had a change of heart since we spoke at the mansion.
You have to have a heart first. None of you cranes even come close.
Oh, now you're wrong, Luis, and I came here to prove it.
How, Julian?
We're all part of the Harmony family, and like any family, we're bound to squabble from time to time. I've come here to kiss and make up, figuratively, of course.
Oh, Bull. I don't believe a damn word that you say.
Well, you should hear me out for Pilar's sake.
What are you offering?
I can make the charges against Luis go away, or I can stand by and watch him be put away. It's up to you.
I'd be happy for Chad to find out who his parents are. Maybe my mom's attitude towards him would change.
And maybe yours would too. And you'd admit that you'd like a relationship with Chad.
I didn't say that.
Then what do you think?
I'm just saying that if Chad did stay in Harmony, maybe his family and my family could become friends.
Well, well, well. It sounds like the wall that you put up between you and Chad is starting to crumble.
Limit your fantasizing to Ethan, please.
Oh, Whit, all I am saying is that by the time you realize you have feelings for Chad, it's gonna be too late.
What do you mean by that?
There could be complications.
Like what?
Chad might have another woman in his life.
Oh, are you talking about Simone? Please forget it.
Your sister has a serious crush on Chad.
Teresa, it's puppy love. Okay, Simone is just a girl. Chad's a man. He would never be interested in her that way. He would want someone more mature, more his equal.
Someone more like you?
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
Think what you want, Teresa. But one thing is definitely for sure. I am not throwing myself at Chad the way you do with Ethan.
Ethan! I almost forgot my mission.
Oh, why did I open my big mouth?
Come on, Whit. There's no time to waste. I have to wake Ethan up to the fact that he loves me and not Gwen. Come on!
Sheridan, you don't have to hide your feelings from me. I understand you being worried about Luis. I know you started to care for him until he hurt you.
I am worried about him. And I shouldn't be. I mean, not after the way he acted towards me today when I saw him.
You went to Boston to see Luis?
Oh, no. I went to go see Pilar at her house. I wanted to tell her in private why I had Luis arrested, but she wasn't there. Luis was. He'd been released on bail.
That must have caught you off guard.
I was angry. I mean, Luis actually had the gall to try to make me out to be the villain in all this. And then he had the nerve to say that he couldn't trust me anymore. I mean, what a hypocrite. How dare he take the moral high road after what I heard him say on the phone about using me?
What, he still doesn't know that you overheard him?
No, I was about to tell him, and then Sam Bennett showed up.
So you came home, you told Father about your run-in with Luis, and now you're afraid of the consequences.
With Julian handling things, I shudder to think what'll happen next.
So what makes you think you can have the charges dropped?
Even if Sheridan agreed, it'd be impossible now that they're filed on the computer. Kidnapping is a federal crime, not something some small-time judge in your pocket can fix.
I assure you, it won't be a problem. I have friends in high places who owe me favors. Once I give the word, charges against Luis will vanish into cyberspace. Your sterling record will be restored. It'll be all legal and above board.
What about Sheridan? You can't have charges dropped that she filed. It doesn't work that way.
Father and I will handle Sheridan.
No. No deal, Crane. I won't be beholden to you. Now get out.
Poor Pilar. Oh, of course we'll have to dock her pay when she takes time off to visit you in prison. Miserable.
Take it easy, Luis. Come here. Look, I know you don't want to be indebted to Julian, but without you around to help pay for the mortgage, Pilar's going to have to work even harder to make ends meet. Now, I know you don't want that.
Hell no. I don't trust Julian. And you know how the brains operate. There's always a catch.
Listen, let me handle this, all right?
Luis accepts your offer.
But what do you expect in return?
A simple thank you, that's all.
That's all?
There is one small thing.
Yeah, I knew it.
Then know this, Louise. I love my sister very much. She means the world to me and to our father. We're merely trying to protect her, to see that she's happy.
To the point.
In exchange for making the charges against you disappear, I need for you to promise me something.
What?
You will never see my sister again.
Interpol is tailing us, Roger. I'm sure of it.
Nonsense, Pierre. We've eluded Interpol all this time. We'll be safe here until we determine the next move against Mademoiselle Crane.
Are you mad, Roger? How can we get to Sheridan now? She's back in America thanks to that damn cop.
That will not stop us. We will get to Sheridan wherever she is. She knows too much. She cannot live to testify against us. And she won't.
You know, I should just go back to Paris. There's nothing for me here.
Well, at least you're safe. Now, there are men in Paris waiting to kill you, remember?
I have to go back at some point. I mean, the police need me to testify. I'm the only one who can link Roger and Pierre to Jean-Luc's murder and the drug cartel.
Well, until they're caught, you're staying here in Harmony where you're safe.
All right. Besides, your wedding will be here before we know it, and I can help you with the wedding plans while Gwen's away.
Actually, Teresa's taking care of everything, from flowers to the gown, you name it.
Gwen's lucky that Teresa's here to handle things while she's away.
Yeah. I just thought that Gwen would want to be more involved in planning her own wedding.
Ethan, you sound troubled.
No, it's just... a lot has been happening lately. I wish Gwen was here, you know. That's what we were discussing on the phone earlier. Gwen says she can't get out of her work, or she won't.
Well, you could always go see her. Take the wedding plans with you.
I've tried. I can't get away either.
Ethan, you know that Gwen has always wanted a career and marriage. And with Teresa handling things, there's no reason for Gwen to come back.
Yeah, but, Sheridan, I miss Gwen. You know, and I think she should be here right now.
Why, Ethan? Is there something that you're not telling me?
It's about Teresa and me.
What?
I'm afraid I might lose my friendship with her.
Because of what's happened between me and Louise?
No. Because I kissed her.
I'll have the kidnapping charges against you dropped.
This is the second time that you've tried to bribe me to stay away from Sheridan. First time you offered me that grant to train with the FBI.
Oh, it was never intended to be a bribe.
Save it, Crane. I didn't take your bribe then, and I ain't taking it now.
I hate this as much as you do. But you said you were through with Sheridan anyway, so why not accept his offer?
Because I don't want them to win. My father lost to them. They've broken my mother's spirit. But I've stood up to them all these years. So I'm not going to let him tell me who I can and can't see.
I understand. But you're going to prison for 20 years or more if you don't accept his offer. What would your family do without you? Where would they live? What would they live on? How would they get health insurance? Who would put Teresa and Miguel through college? I think you know the answer to that question, Luis. And I think you know what you have to do.
So you're saying that I should accept Julian's offer? But you've always said it's dangerous to get involved with the Cranes.
I still do. But once you agree, you'll be rid of the Cranes. All of them. Not seeing Sheridan in exchange for staying out of prison isn't a huge price to pay if you are serious that you never want to see her again.
I don't.
Great. Now just think of it as getting something for nothing.
Come on, Sam. Well, that's not how the Cranes work, and you know it. Now, if I accept Julian's offer, it'll be like getting in bed with the people who persecuted Papa. I can't prove it. I'm sure that they're responsible for his disappearance.
I know it's a bitter pill to swallow, but just think of the alternative.
Born for my family. So, you're saying that you will have the charges dropped if I stay away from Sheridan?
Absolutely. But you must cut off any and all connection to her. You will not attempt to see her, to speak to her, to explain things to her. From this moment on, you forget that Sheridan even exists. Do we have a deal?
You kissed Teresa? How on earth did that happen?
I'm still not sure myself. You know, Teresa thought Gwen and I should ride in a horse-drawn carriage from the church to the wedding reception.
Like magic, rose petals flutter down from the sky. It's the most romantic kiss you've ever shared. You're kissing the woman you love, the woman you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Maybe kissing Teresa came out of my talk with Chad Harris.
Chad? From the book cafe?
Right, he's playing the music for the wedding, and I told him how hard it would be to be married to someone and in love with someone else. And he thought I was talking about me and Teresa.
But you weren't.
No, that was the farthest thing from my mind. No, I love Gwen. I want to marry her. I'm going to marry her.
But when Teresa asked you to think about the woman you love, you thought of her and not Gwen. I wonder why.
It's obvious. You know, I was hearing Teresa talk to me about love and marriage. So naturally, I fantasized about her and not Gwen.
Naturally.
Look, I am not in love with Teresa. She's just a friend.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go get some air.
Yo, ladies. How's it going?
Great.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks to you playing Cupid, Ethan's closer than ever to realizing he loves me.
No, he's not. Your imagination is just working overtime as usual.
Ignore her. The queen of denial thinks Ethan's a lost cause. But we know better, don't we, Chad?
Yeah, well, it's true. You know, once somebody falls in love, ain't no stopping them. But it's also kind of like what I told Whit. You can't make somebody fall in love with somebody else. It just happens, or it don't.
But sometimes when a person's in love, they refuse to admit it.
You do mean Ethan, right?
Among others.
Well, you never know what drives somebody. Take Whitney's mom's, for instance.
What about my mom?
She was in here earlier. We had a pretty good talk.
You and my mom actually had a conversation?
Mm-hmm. Turns out we got a lot in common. Like jazz.
My mother doesn't even like music, Chad, especially jazz.
She was into it today. There was a song on about loss. It really got to her. Made her cry.
That doesn't make any sense. My mom's never suffered any kind of loss that I know of.
I think your mom was remembering something that might have happened to her a long time ago.
What could it be?
You've made a wise decision, Louise. The charges against you will be dropped, and you can get on with your life, such as it is.
Fine. Now get out.
Oh, there is one more thing. Call it a condition, if you will.
I knew it. The Cranes always want one more little ounce of blood.
What is it, Julian?
Luis must keep what happened here today to himself. He will not give interviews, go on talk shows, contact the media in any way. The most important thing is Sheridan can never know about our arrangement.
Well, she'll know something's up. Charges she filed against Luis suddenly disappeared.
As I said earlier, Father and I will handle Sheridan, and she doesn't want to be in the center ring of the media circus any more than the family wants her to be. Are we clear on this? Officer Lopez Fitzgerald, you must speak to no one of this, most especially Sheridan. And if you go back on your word, I'll see to it that the charges against you are reinstated and you spend the next 40 years behind bars.
That's fine by me. Sheridan doesn't want anything to do with me anyway.
I just love happy endings, don't you?
Now get the hell out.
Oh, pleasure, Louise. You do have a nice day.
I know that was hard, but you did the right thing. Your family's gonna be okay, your suspension's gonna be lifted, and everything will get back to normal.
So I wonder why Julian's so hell-bent on keeping me away from Sheridan. What's he afraid of? We'll talk. What's the harm in that?
Look, why speculate? You agreed never to see Sheridan again.
Yeah, you're right. She said she never wanted to see me either, so Crane's deal must be what she wants. I'll be damned if I'm going to chase a woman who doesn't want me.
You're right, Ethan. It's too nice a day to be cooped up inside. Ethan?
This is Teresa's. How weird that I'd find it.
Weird how?
Teresa believes in fate. I wonder what she'd say if she knew I found this scarf today, of all days.
Is that because you kissed her earlier? Ethan, did that kiss mean something to you?
No, of course not. I am engaged to marry Gwen.
I'm not judging you. I just want you to be happy.
I am happy. Gwen makes me happy.
Are you sure?
I love Gwen. And I'll always love her. And Teresa knows that. She's not getting any ideas about me if that's what you're worried about.
Maybe your mom suffered a loss that you don't know about. One she never talked about. Maybe that's why she heard the song and started crying.
I can't imagine my mother keeping something so painful bottled up inside her. You know, she is a very emotional person. She cries at movies all the time. that song, maybe it touched her in that same way.
Yeah. But I really felt for her. When I saw her crying, she seemed so sad. All vulnerable like. What's wrong?
Just the thought of my mom being sad, it just makes me sad. She's my role model. I identify with her so much.
You know, I never noticed it till now. But you got your mom's eyes. You got a sparkle to them. You glow. They ain't sad like your mom's eyes. No. There's a light to them that I see now. I ain't never seen before when you looked at me. It's beautiful.
You heard Julian, Luis. Stay away from Sheridan, or he'll have the kidnapping charges against you reinstated. And with the Crane's clout, he'll have you tried, convicted, and sent back to prison for sure.
Believe me, Sam. With or without Julian's threats, I'm gonna stay as far away from Sheridan as I possibly can.
Sheridan? You seem distant all of a sudden. What's wrong?
I was just thinking about that woman who lost her husband at sea. By all accounts, they loved each other deeply. But then one day, before he set sail, they had a terrible fight. Little did they know it'd be the last time they'd ever see each other. No last kiss, no sweet goodbyes. She never forgave herself for the things that she said to him, and she never stopped loving him either. They say she walked here every day, just hoping and praying that he would come back to her, and that she would be able to make things right.
Yeah, but she didn't. It's too late.
Was it? They say she died down there on the beach, looking out to sea with a smile on her face. And clutched in her hand, in a clump of wet sand, was her husband's wedding ring. So, in the end, they were together again. That kind of love is so rare. I wonder if I'll ever find it.
Of course you will.
You know, I thought I found it with Luis. I thought he was the tall, dark stranger that I have dreamt of so many times. That man that just saves me from all the pain and loneliness, and that just loves me with a passion. But I was wrong. Now there's no reason for us to ever see each other again. I don't want anything to do with him, and he definitely doesn't want anything to do with me. I guess from now on, I'm just on my own.
Good news, Pierre. My sources tell me that Sheridan Crane is back in Harmony.
How is that good news? We can't go to Harmony to kill her. It is too dangerous. The American cop who saved her also lives there.
My sources say that he will not want to save her this time.
I find that hard to believe. That cop went to incredible lengths to save Sheridan from us.
Not this time, Pierre. This time, Mademoiselle Crane is finished.
There's a saying that eyes are windows to the soul.
You're so right, Chad. You know, I just told Whitney that anyone can tell from her eyes how she really feels.
Yeah. But I can also tell you're still afraid to let anybody get to know you. But your mom's ain't, though.
She opened up to you once, Chad. Why? I don't know.
It's because of the music. See, sometimes a song can make people open up, admit to feelings they didn't know they had. Like, for instance, when I opened up the Crystal at the jazz club, her singing got to me. Made me feel something, you know? If I had kept quiet, I would have known that her friend named her baby Chad Harris after Crystal's father. We connected because of a song.
just might work.
When I meet Crystal later on tonight, I'm hoping she's going to tell me who I am, who my folks are. You see, a song can turn your life in a whole new direction, Whitney. Remember that.
I wish you luck tonight, Chad. I really do.
Thank you.
I know what my next move is to make Ethan realize he loves me. And if you're smart, you'll take the next step with Chad.
I was thinking of coming to your club tonight. Will Crystal be performing again?
Your guess is as good as mine. Crystal pulled a no-show at rehearsal, and she's not answering at her hotel. After the way she packed them in last night, well, I'm afraid she got a better gig and left town.
I see. Thank you. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for leaving Harmony before anyone could get my secret out of you.
Crystal, I'm starting to think you bailed out on me and left town.
Well, I considered it, but this gig is too good to give up. I'm not leaving Harmony, no matter what happens.